Hello friends, now we will start with our discussion on practical session. This is experiment number 1 and the experiment number 1 is related with data handling and computations using MS Excel. So in this experiment we are using MS Excel for data handling purpose. So see the first example, and you know that there are some certain 3 to 4 examples in each experiment, and this question, so that is problem number 1. If you see, this is problem number 1, and this problem number 1 is of 8 marks. So this is of 8 marks, and for this you have to first write down aim of the experiment, so which are the statistical formulae used, and the observation table, calculation if any, and finally the conclusion. So these 8 marks are divided into 5 components. So starting from aim, and the finally you have to write down the result or the conclusion part, right? So see this example. The example 1 is related with, there are 4 candidates which are contesting an election. So that means there are 4 candidates, and these 4 candidates are contesting for election. First we have to identify out of these data which are those 4 candidates A, B, C, D, E, F. So likewise, and the total number of voters are 39, means these are 39. In each row there are 13 characters like A, B, C, D. So this is the first row in which there are 13. In the second row also there are 13. In the third row there are 13. So in all there are 39 voters, and their opinion about these 4 candidates. So what we have to do in this example, that we need to prepare a frequency distribution for the qualitative data. A data is said to be qualitative if it is non-measurable. So we cannot measure these candidates in a particular unit. Therefore, these are called as quality. This data is called as qualitative data. So how to prepare a frequency distribution for qualitative data? So for that purpose, we need to go to the Excel sheet. So first we have to know what is Excel sheet. There are certain rows and columns, and in each row we have to write, see, this is the data which is given in row wise. So therefore in Excel also we have to write down this data in row wise. In the first cell write C, in the second cell write D, in the third cell write B. So likewise we have to write down the data first in MS Excel, and then we will do our calculation part, right? So first we will move towards the Excel sheet, and see, this is the Excel sheet. So this part is nothing but, so we will start with this Excel, and this is the data handling and computations using Excel. I have written the title. This is the title, and this is the introduction part, introduction to MS Excel and data handling through MS Excel. So what are the statistical tools that we are using? The statistical tools that we are using is classification and tabulation, discrete frequency distribution. And which are the required formulae? So we are using transpose formula, unique formula, and also we are using some duplicate formula and counting function and auto sum function. So where to use where this data is taken, the data is provided in our practical sheet, right? So I have written this data in column. So this is my the column which is A7. So this is column A7. In column A7 I have inserted the data C. In column B7 I have inserted the data D. So likewise I have inserted all this data. Now what we have to do, so we have to first identify which are those unique variables. And how to identify unique variables? To identify unique variables, so what we have to do, so first we have to write all these rows in columns. See, I have written these rows in columns, heading with X. So X is my heading, and all these, see, this is C, D, B, A, C. I have written, these are in rows, I have written in columns, C, D, B, A, C. See, all these are written in, so these are the 39 values, and I have written these 39 values in, see, this is X, including X, this is 40, this is 40, row number 40, and in row number 40 there is a character C, means including X. So X is there, including X there are 40 rows. So now what we have to do, we have to use a unique function. So how to use this unique function? So for that what we need to do is equal to, so enter equal to unique, UNI. So see, this is unique, and then select the data. So how to select the data? To select the data, so we need to select this data. And where to select the data? So from this column, we need to select the data. So from column number this, so this is my column, and from this column we need to select the data. So select all this data, select the data. So just I am selecting the data. See, this is, I have selected the data up to 40. So that is up to 40. See, I have 40. I need to enter this value as 40. This is 40. Enter. So these are the values I am getting. These are the values. So see, so what we have to do, we have to select the data in unique. So we have to select the data from, first we have to check whether the data is, first we have to check where the data is, and then we have to, so first we have to see where is the data. So the data is in column N2 to N40. So N2 to N40. So in this function we have to write the value as equal to unique. So N1 to N40. So N1 to N40, and then enter. So complete this and then enter. So we are getting, the value as, so this is, first we have to select a cell. So I have selected this cell, and in that cell I am putting the value. So clear this. So enter the formula, equal to unique, UNI. So just you have to put the formula as unique, because I am using a unique function in MX Excel. NI, see, this is unique function, and starting from N1 to N40. Complete this. See, so I am getting the values as, so N1 is my X. So I can start with, so I can start this value. So just I want to clear this, equal to, see, in this way we can learn MS Excel. Unique. So we can start with our N2, because in N1 there is X, so that is heading up to N40. So complete this, enter. See, we are getting the value C, D, B and A. So these are the four values. So these are the four values which are unique values. So these four values are unique values. Now once I know that these are the four values which were unique values, now I can write this in this fashion. So my x is C, D, B and A, and now I can use the frequency. To find out frequency, I am using count if function. See, this is the function I am using, count if. And in count if, we have to give the range of uh, the array values. So count if A7 to M9. See, what is A7? So A7 is, this is my first letter which is in A and 7. See, this is A and this is 7. A and 7 up to the final value. So what is the final value? The final value is this value, and this value is M9. So I have entered this value. This is M9C. So this is my total data. The data starts from this value. So from this to this. So this is my data. So enter this data and then we will get the value as, so this is my count if function, count if A7. So take this as a fixed value. So enter the dollar sign A7 to M9, and then we have to enter the value C in double quote and then finish it. So we will getting the value as 11. So the next value, if you see the next value, so for this, for the second value, this is, we enter D. So this is my D, right? So the same range is there, but instead of this, I am now putting the value as D. So likewise, put all the value and finally use the sum function. So that will give, how to use this sum function. So this is equal to sum, S-U-M, sum function. So this is my sum. Now I need to enter the range. So what is that range? So the range for this is, so see where is the value, where it is the value we are getting is, so just check where the value is, just we need to check the values. So just check this where I am getting the value, and once I get this value, so where it is the value is from B15 to E. So that is, this value is B15 and this is E15. So I need to add all these values B15 to E15, and that will gives us the value as 19. See, if you see this sum function, if you see this, this is equal to sum B15 to E15. So take this B15 to T, that will gives us the value 39. So in this way we have to use Excel to find out the unique value and also the sum value. We will see this in our practical session, right? Thank you very much.